Have you ever seen a bridge that looks more like a piece of jewelry than a piece of infrastructure? At first glance, it almost doesn't seem real. Some people who saw photos of it online were convinced it had to be computer-generated. Others thought it belonged in a futuristic science fiction movie rather than the middle of a modern city. But this extraordinary structure is very real, and it's quietly rising over the Tuojiang River in Chengdu, China. It's known as the Jinjinren Tuojiang River Bridge, and it isn't just turning heads because of its appearance. It has also broken 3 world records, proving that modern bridge engineering can be as much about artistry as it is about function. The bridge recently gained international attention after Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian shared images of it on social media. Those photos spread quickly across the internet, leaving millions of people asking the same question: how did engineers actually build something like this? The answer begins with its most striking feature. Most bridge towers stand perfectly upright, balancing enormous loads with straight, vertical support. But this one doesn't follow the rules. Instead, the main tower dramatically leans toward the river, creating the impression that it's frozen in motion, almost like a diver launching into the water. That tower reaches an incredible height of 173.3 meters, roughly the same as a 60-story skyscraper. Building a structure that tall is already a major engineering challenge. Building one that's intentionally tilted adds another level of complexity altogether. Imagine stacking dozens of giant blocks at an angle instead of straight up, while making sure the entire structure can withstand powerful winds, massive traffic loads, and even earthquakes reaching magnitude 8. Every force pushing or pulling on the bridge has to be calculated with incredible precision. A tiny error could multiply across the entire structure. Yet somehow, engineers transformed that complex mathematical puzzle into reality. And that was only the beginning. If the leaning tower grabs your attention first, the roadway itself is what truly changes your sense of scale. The bridge deck stretches an astonishing 86.7 meters across. To put that into perspective, that's roughly the width of a full-sized soccer field. Most 8-lane highways already feel enormous, but this bridge takes things even further. Driving across it doesn't feel like squeezing over a river crossing. Instead, it feels like you're gliding across a massive elevated plaza suspended high above the water. That incredible width also earned the bridge another world record, making it the widest bridge deck of its kind anywhere on Earth. But perhaps the most fascinating record isn't about height or width. It's about the bridge's shape. Officially, it's recognized as the world's longest span asymmetric curved cable plane single-tower cable-stayed bridge. That sounds incredibly technical, but the basic idea is surprisingly simple. Most cable-stayed bridges are designed with perfect symmetry. The cables fan out evenly from both sides of the tower, creating a balanced appearance that's both efficient and familiar. This bridge does something completely different. Instead of mirroring each side, its stay cables twist outward in sweeping curves. They don't simply support the bridge, they become part of its visual identity. Viewed from above or from a distance, those cables wrap around the leaning tower in a way that resembles the band of a ring. The tower itself forms what looks like a giant diamond. Together, the entire structure creates the illusion of an enormous diamond ring resting gently across the emerald waters of the Tuojiang River. That's exactly why many people now call it the Diamond Ring Bridge. It's a rare example where structural engineering and architectural design blend so seamlessly that it's difficult to tell where one ends and the other begins. Of course, beautiful designs often come with difficult engineering problems. Creating a twisted, asymmetric cable system isn't simply an artistic choice. Every cable carries enormous forces. Change one angle, and the entire balance of the bridge changes. Engineers had to model countless scenarios to ensure the bridge remains stable under changing traffic, temperature, wind, and seismic conditions. For years, concepts like this largely existed in research papers and advanced engineering studies. Turning those ideas into an actual bridge required sophisticated structural analysis, precision manufacturing, and extremely careful construction techniques. That's one reason why so many engineers around the world took notice. Online discussions quickly shifted from admiring the bridge's appearance to analyzing how such an unusual structure could actually work. As the images spread internationally, reactions poured in from every corner of the internet. Some viewers simply refused to believe what they were seeing. "This has to be AI generated," one commenter wrote. Others admired the sheer ambition behind the project. Engineering enthusiasts pointed out that this type of spatially twisted cable plane design had long been considered one of the more challenging concepts in bridge engineering. Seeing it completed in full scale was something many never expected. Some international commenters also compared the pace of infrastructure development in different countries. One American user joked that projects back home can spend years in planning and public debate before construction even begins, while this bridge looked like something straight out of a science fiction movie. Another commenter from Southeast Asia humorously tagged their country's transportation officials, wishing for a similar landmark. Meanwhile, a German commenter remarked that while infrastructure debates continue at home, China seemed to have placed a giant diamond ring on the finger of an entire river. Whether playful or serious, these reactions all reflected the same feeling. People weren't just looking at another bridge, they were looking at something unexpected. But beyond the world records and internet fascination lies an equally important purpose. Before the bridge was built, traveling between communities on opposite sides of the Tuojiang River often required longer, indirect routes. Now the crossing is significantly faster and more convenient, improving transportation across Chengdu's rapidly developing eastern area. Yet what makes this project especially memorable isn't simply that it reduces travel time. It's that the daily commute itself becomes an experience. Instead of driving over an ordinary river crossing, motorists pass through a structure that feels more like a monumental sculpture. The sweeping curves, dramatic tower, and flowing cables create constantly changing perspectives as vehicles move across the bridge. It's infrastructure designed not only to solve a transportation problem, but also to shape the identity of an entire city. That philosophy reflects a broader trend in modern Chinese infrastructure. For decades, China became known for building bigger, longer, and faster, constructing massive rail networks, highways, airports, and bridges at remarkable speed. Today, many projects pursue another goal alongside engineering performance, creating structures that also serve as architectural landmarks. Instead of viewing beauty and practicality as separate ideas, designers increasingly combine them into a single project. The Jinjin-Ren-Tuojiang River Bridge captures that evolution perfectly. It demonstrates that modern infrastructure doesn't have to disappear into the background. It can become part of a city's character. It can inspire curiosity. It can even become a symbol. Perhaps that's why this bridge has resonated so strongly with people around the world. Its records are certainly impressive. The tallest inclined bridge tower, the widest bridge deck, the longest span asymmetric curved cable plane single tower cable-stayed bridge. But numbers alone don't explain why millions stopped scrolling when they saw it. What truly captured people's imagination was the realization that a bridge, a structure most of us cross without a second thought, could also be a work of art. In the end, the Jinjin-Ren-Tuojiang River Bridge isn't just connecting two sides of a river. It's connecting engineering with creativity, mathematics with beauty, and functionality with imagination. And perhaps that's the biggest achievement of all. Sometimes the future doesn't arrive as a flying car or a towering spaceship. Sometimes it arrives quietly, in the shape of a giant diamond ring stretched across a river.